Good evening, everybody. I'll just wait till you all get notified that I am live tonight. So, we are going to do an Earth Healing SOS. I was hoping to do this on YouTube or through Vimeo, but we just didn't have enough time. I had the chiropractor this afternoon, I had a yoga class, I was working all morning, and oh, here he comes in to do his earth healing. He literally totally knows when I am live on Facebook. So the only way to do it was through an Elemental Beings page, and you can get onto it even without a Facebook account. So the recording will go up onto YouTube, and once I've figured out how to, you need to use, you can't just go live on YouTube, it turns out. You need to stream onto it. Aringus hadn't finished his taxes. It was the last day to get them in. So yeah, it takes a good hour to set up to stream for workshops. So hopefully lots of you have got the message to come on live to do this tonight with the Sirians and the Dragons. So yeah, say hi where you are in the world if you are joining, if you want to, you don't have to, but it's just good to see if we have a network, a web of light going around the world for this. Now, some of you are seasoned earth healers, you've been with me for years. Some of you would have maybe joined in my earth healing SOS in 2020 when we were doing the virus situation. So I did put out on the newsletter, I do have a separate mailing list. We didn't use it last year, I didn't get called to do any. But obviously this situation is escalating in Ukraine and Russia. At the moment we're not censored talking about it, but you'll know with the pandemic that lots of people have been censored, and I did get a warning, so I had to pull back with what I was posting a bit. So in case we get into that situation about this conflict, if you want to go on the mailing list for any ones, Orenga said that we're probably going to have to move to a text system as well with it. But we will let you know from the mailing list if we need mobile numbers. So if you want to join that, if you just either email Aringus or info@elementalbeings.co.uk, and we can have a separate mailing list to send out SOSs. So we've done a few sort of secret ones in the past, especially for the Egyptian pyramids at like midnight, and we got that stabilised. So we know that this kind of work does work. So unfortunately you can't see my grid, because my grid that I set up with it was the dragon skulls. So currently I have got Rufundus, who is in the east corner. I've got Anka in the west. In the north I've got the golden iron pyrite dragon, and then in the south I've got my 4-inch green Mosagi, which has been all around the world to sacred sites doing earth healing. They are laid up in a grid with my 6-inch rose quartz skull. So I've already activated that grid, that is running. But you don't have to have crystals, so don't worry if you're thinking, I don't have a grid, I don't have crystals. Don't worry, but I know that lots of you do, and some of you may already have set up the grid, a grid already. If you haven't, you might want to set up a little grid or grab a crystal to dedicate it with. So we're working with the dragon, so the main crystal I'm going to use is my dragon flame. I know some of you've got dragon flames. I think there's maybe just 4 left in the shop now. If you want to become the guardian of a dragon flame for doing your earth healing work, this one always sits in a grid with my pink moonstone, my clear quartz, my rose quartz, and my white jade, who wants to join in dragon, and that they sit facing north, south, east, west with the flame funneling the energy up. But also, just waiting for more people to come on. Also, this iron pyrite. Iron pyrite, you think it's a metal, so it's going to be solid. They're really fragile. It's a really fragile crystal. And this one kind of came sort of damaged. So this one, but they're still workable, but I didn't sell it. So This one wanted to be here as well. This one's been sacred sites. And I also have this really small... This crystal skull has been missing since it was posted to South Africa in September 2020. And I always say, my skulls always come back if they go missing in the post. They come back at some point. Came back last week. It's been missing since September 2020. So I thought, it's been in the postal system. Been down to Africa and back. It's got a good earth healing stories and collected a lot of energies. So we've got the yellow fluoride as well. I don't know if you're watching, Linda, but here is your skull that never made it. But luckily made it back home after a year and a half in the postal system. So anyway, I've got these here. But you might want to grab yourself something. Bob really wants to be part of this. And I'm sat in Mother Earth Ascension Spheres. So for those that have Ascension Spheres, you might want to set yourself up. I just realised I don't have my drum. Oriel?
Yeah.
Could you bring my drum that Dad gave me for my birthday over? Got a new drum. It's amazing. It was made by somebody in Portugal. And it's such a powerful earth healing drum, so it'll do its debut tonight as well. And I've gone sacral chakra. I don't know why. It's the sacral chakra singing bowl wants to work with us. So every country connects, has an energy matrix and a grid, as you all know as earth healers. But I appreciate some of you might never have done earth healing before, so I will go through the basics for you as well. So do you want to take your bird? He might not want to go, he might want to stay, but at least if you take him a bit. And yeah, so my drum is huge. It's handmade. Aringa's got it ordered. The other thing I just want to say to you is that my I think it's my hang drum. My hang drum that I play came from Ukraine. It's so heavy. I couldn't sit on a Facebook Live in this room and play it. And I didn't have time to sit up. It has a special stool and everything. But it is from, it was handmade in Ukraine, I'm pretty sure. Either that or my snake rattle. But anyway, it didn't want to come in, so we're not working with snake energy for this. We're working with Dragons and Sirians. Okay, so have we got people online? Yes, we do. Great. So, yes, the bird is very cute. That is Bob. So, lots of you I can see who've commented have been on earth healing retreats with me and things. So we've got a good team of healers with us tonight. Okay. So just to go over for those who we are going to be longer than 15 minutes because anyway. Maybe it's 15 minutes of the Sirians, but just to go over when you do earth healing and what we're doing. Okay, so there's a situation happening, as we know, in Russia and Ukraine. But as earth healers, our job is to stay neutral and to stay non-biased and non-judgmental. People are dying who are Russian, people who are dying are Ukrainian, and people all over the world who are particularly in that area of the world may be dying as well. We don't know all the details. We know that media is always filtered, mainstream, so we don't know the truth of everything. But as things stand, I went to bed last night saying lots of prayers, especially for those people who are in the bunkers, trying to get through the night in Kiev. And I was thinking of all, sending them all healing. And anyway, I woke up during the night and I was shown Chernobyl. For those who don't actually know me, I am an environmental scientist and I studied politics and international relations and earth science and geology, and I had a really varied university degree because I was just interested in lots of things. So I also studied energy, and it was my job in Parliament to advise on energy policy. And therefore I covered nuclear as well. So I do know a bit more than the average person about nuclear power stations and energy. Anyway, we all know where Chernobyl is because it was the world's worst nuclear disaster was in 1986 when the reactor blew up. What you might not know is that the way the wind was blowing meant that a cloud of radioactive dust blew over Europe. Scotland didn't get hit, but Wales actually did. And the grass was so toxic that animals had to all be slaughtered because they'd been eating radioactive grass. And people couldn't go out and play in the grass and things like that as well. So, politically, if you are going to invade a country, then you want to secure the nuclear bases because then you actually have leverage. So at the moment, the reactors are all stable. Apparently, the handover has been very peaceful. But there's a reason why the invasion has gone there because it's how shall I put it? It's posturing. You know, it's something that it can be leverage when negotiating with other nations. And, you know, we're not here to do the political stuff. We're not interested in that. What we're here to work on is what I was shown, which was the dragons have created a web of light. It looks a bit like a dome. It looked a bit like the Millennium Dome. For those who are not in the UK, we had this white elephant in London called the Millennium Dome. It was built and then for the millennium, and then actually nobody wanted to use it. So I'm not actually sure if it still in existence. But anyway, for those who do know what the Millennium Dome looked like, it was like that with grid. So it's a dome and grids crisscrossing it. Yeah. And I said, well, what is this? And then I saw all these dragons and they were creating this grid. And then I was told by my guides that I was going to have to do an earth healing SOS, to call in the earth healers, to strengthen the grid, to basically take that building, or the buildings, the reactors and everything, out of the equation in this situation and just to dampen the energy. And that we're just going to help the dragons strengthen this grid. And then the rest I'm channeling, so I don't know what is going to happen. Okay, so you're just going to have to trust what's coming through from the Sirians. Last time when we did the earth healing SOSs, we did go up in the spaceship and we were then doing off-world stuff. So I don't know if that's going to happen. If you've not been up on a spaceship with me before, don't worry, I'm going to take you through a little preparation meditation and I'm just going to talk to you all about key things if you want to do earth healing yourself and you haven't done any of my earth healing courses before to sort of know this. Okay, so for some of you, you know all this, you can just go through your checklist, but you might want to run around your house and grab some things. Okay, so yellow, so you know, is the colour that neutralises radiation. So you're going to, we're going to work with the yellow ray, okay, and again, you know, if you wear the colour yellow when you're doing your earth healing, I'm talking about earth healing for radiation. Okay, so at the moment there is no radiation, the levels are just normal, it's a stable site at the moment. Okay, so this is in case anything else escalates, then we can be off the ground and running and you don't need me leading you through things, you know what you can do. But obviously we're doing work now as well. So, crystals! I have got a lot on tonight. Okay, so shungite is highly protective. You want to protect your thymus gland by wearing something. If you don't have a necklace, then you could have a crystal to be holding. So I've gone for amethyst, the ultimate healer. I am speaking tonight, so my voice, I'm still recovering from COVID, although it's been just about a month now, but I've got my turquoise on. I've got my rose quartz ink because it's one of my power protection symbols, and rose quartz, we're bringing in the love for our healing. And I have this beautiful Quali gave me this, the tree of life, and you can put essential oils in. I'm starting to work a lot with essential oils. I thought the book was maybe here to show you, but it's not, so that's okay. So I've got neroli and ylang ylang in there. They're really relaxing, uplifting ones. I've got my Mary Magdalene spray, which obviously you're not going to be able to smell it, but this is a Mary Magdalene Higher Heart Awakening. So I'll just spray this now and intend that you all receive it. Okay, this one's made by David Tyrrell, Aura Mist, just davidtyrrell.com. But yeah, felt Mary Magdalene, she was one of the most powerful earth healers. Her energy coming in. So as I say, I'm sat in the ascension spheres. It's all about protection. So you got to do your psychic protection first, because no point in beating about the bush. There are beings out there who don't want us to be doing this work, that are delighted at chaos happening in the world. We all know who they are. We're not going to call them in. But you want to do your protection and you want to be grounded. Okay, so I'll just lead you through a little preparation energy meditation for yourselves, and then we will crack on with the healing. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me at this stage just before we start? Okay. You were born in Belarus, yes. A quarter of the land, yeah. I mean, it's so destructive, nuclear. I was always arguing against it. I was not in favour of it. A lot of folk were at that time because of global warming. There's no emissions. You've not got the problems that other energy sources have. But when something goes wrong, it's catastrophic, and the damage is what we saw with Fukushima in Japan. We did a lot of work on that as an earth healing group. And we know about Chernobyl as well. So, right, no questions are coming through. So let us get started, everybody. Okay, so what we're just going to do is close our eyes and take a deep breath. I'm holding my hands in prayer position. It's up to you. I like that. It really helps me anchor and come into my center point. It's a very powerful mudra for me. Now you're going to start to see a beautiful white light coming into your energy. Intending it to dissolve away any negativity. And to dissolve away any attachment into the matrix of this war. And to dissolve away any harrowing images that you have seen, listened to. And we want to disconnect from the 3D earth drama of the situation. So we could be in our highest truth and power, to be used as a vessel of healing light. Calling in the presence of the Sirians and the dragons and any other personal guides that you like to work with. We ask Archangel Michael and Archea of Faith to put a protective blue cloak of light around us and to expand our auric fields. We ask for the crown chakra at the top of our head to open. And just keep breathing as your chakra system opens up, bringing down this pure white light of Source. Now you're going to take a moment tuning into your emotional body. What does this conflict evoke emotionally within you? Are you completely emotionally neutral? Or is it triggering some fear, some anger, or any other emotions, anxiety? It's fine if it does, don't judge, just observe. I'm going to come and ask the dragons now to transmute swiftly these emotions for you. Now just sensing, noticing, feeling the dragons doing their work. I'm going to bring some sound in, just to clear the space. Now taking your awareness down to the soles of your feet. See, feel, sense, notice two beautiful golden roots of light. Burrowing down, 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 down now. Down into the centre of the earth. Taking some deep, relaxing breaths. Anchoring and grounding yourself. And setting your intention to be protected through this healing experience. As we send a prayer for peace out, we ask for a swift resolution in the most peaceful manner possible for the conflict that is occurring. We ask for any off-world beings who are puppeteering this, orchestrating this situation, to be disabled, calling in Commander Ashtar, the Council of Galactic Light, the Galactic Federation, the Arcturians, who are the protectors of Earth. And we invoke the presence of the Earth Dragons now, the guardians of each country. And we ask to be given any information that we personally require to know about our role as an earth healer for this situation. We now surround ourselves in a ball of white light. Perhaps a symbol appears that is your protection symbol. We overlay that white light layer with a green light. Again, a symbol may appear. We overlay that green light with a blue light. Again, a symbol may appear. And we overlay that with a purple light. And a symbol may appear. And these are your layers of protection. You can even now ask the violet flame dragons to burn up the violet flame through your physical body. Calling in your protection guides and any personal dragons that are going to guide you through this healing experience. And now, with your awareness in your heart center, maybe you want to beat your heart, center your chest, just to open up and awaken your thymus gland. And when you're ready, rubbing the palms of your hands together and coming round. Okay. So have a drink of water. When you come round, and then we will go on our healing journey. Okay. I'm just going to tip my cup. And that's a protection you can do anytime, but it's just good, particularly when we're doing earth healing, to really be protected before we start calling the powerful energies. So since we've got 90 viewers, a thank you to those who have commented, because then I know who's all on board. And if you've worked with me before, then I can assign separate roles, knowing that you have done things. Oh, Linda's on with your lovely skull. He's here, he's here. Right, okay, I've got some. I see Lilia's on and Kriston and Anatua. That's good. Okay, so we've got, and Raftua as well. So we've got people who've done physical healing and been to sacred sites with me, so that's good. We bring all our codes in. Every sacred site we go to, we're a bit like a crystal skull. We collect these codes in our matrix. So now we're going to go and work with the Sirians and the dragons. Okay, so I'm going to channel live now and just lead us through it. Let them speak first about what we're going to do, and then take you on a journey, okay, of healing. I don't know who of the two is coming through, so we'll see. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We are the dragons of Chernobyl. We have been protecting this reactor since it is built. We are the metal dragons. We are the guardians. And we are calling forward assistance to stabilise the agenda now. The moment the situation is stable, we are in no danger. But we have, as Alphedia, your channel, already has explained, woven a web of light across the reactors. This web of light requires Earth Healer amplification. Yes, we dragons have created the template from the dragon realm, but we require humanity to create the template from the human consciousness realm. So just as the dragon consciousness was able to create the web, the human consciousness requires to become aware of the web and to funnel light energy into the web. You have all come forward as you, as a soul level and a personal level, know how as a soul to do this deep work. Only those who are in the most advanced form of energetic matrix work will be able to stay on this call, which is why we have delayed the beginning, to make sure that we are left with those who are true powerhouses of earth healers and knowledge. As the channel has already stated to you, it is important to be completely neutral in this healing work. to be without any attachment to the third dimensional conflict. We are working in the fifth dimension and beyond with this energy work. And this is why we opened up your chakras in the first place. What we are going to work with Sirians for is they are going to come in and they are going to create a Sirian portal. This Sirian portal will exist in order to bring through beings from other dimensions and other star systems to stabilise this situation. Now, there are some areas of conflict in the world that are constantly at war, as you may know. And these areas are stable in that state. What we have in this situation is a volatile situation. It is a situation that is not in divine accord and is breaking universal laws. This is what makes it unstable. But again, the focus is not about that in this transmission. The focus is the protection and assisting us as dragons. The Sirians have created this preparation for this portal, but again, it requires humans to help facilitate this in co-creation. If you're still on the call, then we assume that you are giving permission to be part of this experience and for your energy fields to be utilised to hold this grid. This will be a powerful experience for you. Namaste. Okay. So, 2 new comments. Have we got any questions? Nope, Pamela's on board. That's great. Somebody else has done a lot of earth healing work with me. So, fab. I think we're all around the world just about. Maybe some people have got up in Australia, which would be helpful. I think I maybe saw an Australian person, so we're gridding all the way out there. So we're down, and we've got Americans, and we have got somebody in Africa, we've got people in Europe, so we are, we've got animals joining in. We are good to go, everybody. Right, I'm going to have to sit back a bit further as well, so I can hold the drum. Okay, so holding your crystals, making sure you got your protection on, and just preparing to go on a journey, which is channeled live. Okay. If you've not shamanically journeyed before with the drum, just allow the sound of it to lull you into theta state. You're still conscious, you can still hear my words, and you can still take mental action. Calling in the dragons, calling in the Sirians, and any other light beings are assisting us with this powerful healing today. Now a guide is coming forward for you. Maybe a dragon, maybe a Sirian, maybe an angel. Acknowledge who is coming forward to support you. Find out who they are and if they have a message for you. Now you're going to activate your Merkaba light body. Your 2 spinning tetrahedrons. The the male tetrahedron spins to the right, and the bottom female tetrahedron spins to the left. Now we're going to astrally travel to Chernobyl. You're protected. You're not travelling in the physical realm. Now you're opening up your third eye and you're starting to see the dragon dome of light. Now you're told the colour ray that you are to work with to strengthen this grid. And a dragon of that colour comes forward to greet you. You know that you're to ride this dragon. And as you're able to get onto the dragon's back, you start to feel a tingling in your heart centre as codes and frequencies that you carry as an earth healer start to reawaken and reactivate. And now your dragon starts to fly you through the grids of light. You'll get your own visions or feelings of what's occurring and what work you're doing. Maybe you want to make sound, sing, as you release, as you work with this dragon, play your role and your part. Well done everybody, keep going. We're at 50% now. Take deep breaths if you're finding yourself getting breathless or tired energetically. And just trust and know that you're intuitively working with your guide, working with your dragon, performing the earth healing that is required. We're up to 80% now. sound intensifies. Feel it reverberating through your body. Keep remembering to breathe. Dragons come in. And the final part you're putting into the grid is the love codes. Now the grid's expanding out. It is anchored into the ground. Well done. Take a big, deep breath. Feel physically a release from that. Now everybody that's working there is in this powerful grid of protection. Now the Sirians are coming in. You may be aware of the spacecraft. That's okay. Factors 5. Escorted by 2 Arcturian craft. Some of you are going to board the craft, some of you are not. Some of you are staying as ground control. Find out if you're going on to one of the crafts. Apparently I am. Okay, I'm going on to the Sirian craft. Why are we going on to a Sirian craft? I'm asking. Okay, so those going on to the craft are going to take on codes into their matrix. It's mostly those who are incarnate Sirians or have spent time on Sirius before. Not everybody has. You may be a different starseed, so don't worry if you're staying on the ground. You're going to be human, and you're going to be opening up the Stargate that is getting created in Ukraine. Just waiting for further information. Okay, so everybody who's going into a craft has boarded now. Those that are staying on Earth, you'll see a crystal will have materialised into your hands. This is your energetic crystal to work with. So you're going to bury into the ground to anchor Stargate opening. So those of us who are on the craft, we're having our third eyes and crown chakras activated, the pineal gland and the pituitary. Greetings, I am Commander Udinta. I am head of the Sirian mission. For we Sirians have been the great civilization communicators on Earth. We are creating this Stargate portal not only for the current situation but for worldwide peace. There are many who are resisting the movement into fifth dimensional conscious awareness. For they know it brings about their demise, keeping people in suffering, keeping people shut down, unawakened. But this comes to an end this year. This is a year of great earth healing and many missions will be required. For the grids of the earth are shifting. This portal now is open. This will allow for an influx of more star races onto the earth to bring in their technology and their knowledge and their wisdom. There are hotspots around the world where conflicts are ensuing because of control agendas. And this portal opening will start to break down this matrix grid on Earth. You're now going to receive a download of information into your pineal glands. You may not understand it at this point, but in time, through dream work, meditation work, knowledge will come to you. Just be open to receive. Thank you for your assistance and help. Stabilisation has been successful. You now disembark our crafts and meet with your fellow earth workers and healers, some of whom you'll know and recognise, not only in this life, but others too. You're each handed a scroll. In that scroll is knowledge about your earth healing missions going forward. You can read it now or when you return back into conscious form. So now Sirian energy is dissipating. We're left with the dragons. Dragons are going to do some healing on you. Just to help you reintegrate all the knowledge, all the wisdom, Taking some deep breaths to re-energize from that intense experience. Activating your Merkaba light body and travelling back now. Back, 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 checking you're still grounded. Back into body. Wiggling your fingers and toes. And taking a deep breath. And coming back round now. Awareness in your pelvis. Breathe into your pelvis. Breathe into your feet. And when you're ready, coming back into body and opening your eyes now. Just have a drink of water, take a moment to come back round. If you want to write down your experience, you can. I'm sorry that was a lot longer than the 15 minutes I predicted, but who knew we were opening up a galactic portal for the sake of the Earth and raiding dragons, and that was really intense. I am a bit concerned the drumming, I hope it didn't distort too badly because that was so intense, that power of that drumming. I really felt it. I had to keep breathing to keep going. But we did good work, everybody. So let me know how you found it in the comments. Kristen says it's powerful. That's great. Oh, thank you, Lilia. So yeah, I mean, if you want to take your healing to the next level, tomorrow night I'm running a workshop 6 till 9, I think it is. We're expanding our causal chakra, the one at the back of our head. It's going to be quite an advanced workshop, but it'll be really good for those who are on the ascension path, who are on the earth healing path. The details of that is on the website. I think there's about 50 of you already signed up for that. So I really hope you can join me working with Archangel Christiel if you want to. So the causal chakra is so important because that's what you actually channel through and where you receive spiritual knowledge, so you understand it and it all makes sense, and then it's downloaded into the crown. So most of us are still just mainly working from the crown rather than the causal. Obviously I'm a channel, so I work a lot with my causal chakra, but we're going to open all that up tomorrow night. And there's also an earth healing, not an earth healing, a physical crystal skull healing on Sunday night. My new skull, Ferranta. I will do a video to show you Ferranta. Ferranta is a big red jade jasper. Oh, sorry, I'm not grounded now. Red jasper crystal skull, working on our root chakras because we need to get all our chakras upgraded again for going forward. So yeah, I'm really, really busy this weekend. It's meant to be my night off tonight, but hey ho, this is how it goes. So yeah, it's just £10 for the skull healing on Sunday night if you want to join. I think it's 65 tomorrow night. It's a big workshop tomorrow night. So that's going to be a powerful 3-hour one, and I really hope that you all enjoyed that. Did you go into the spacecraft? Did you stay on the ground? You know, sending love to everybody that is involved in this conflict, everybody who's scared, everybody's been injured, everybody who's lost loved ones, everybody who's scared they're going to lose loved ones, everybody who's being made to fight and doesn't want to fight. I believe the Ukrainian men between 18 and 65 have been conscripted now, so none of them are allowed to leave. And they've been, they're having to start preparing, shall we say, So let's just send love into the whole situation. I'll just give you a blast from my dragon flame again. I just love the energy that spirals up. So meditating with a dragon flame, it's amazing what you can shift. I might take this one to bed tonight and work with it. I think there's a couple of the rose quartzes left and some clear quartzes. There might be a blue calcite. They've been really, really popular. I did have lots, and I think I'm down to 5, but they're good. They're good value as well, monetary wise as well for carving, and a chunk of crystal this size. So if sleeping with a skull or a crystal is good to do, particularly if you're doing earth healing or you want to do it. So I hope I've given you lots of tips, lots of guidance. You can listen to it again if you feel you want to have this meditation experience again. And Crystal had a pink love dragon. Powerful, says Jeannie, Atlanta, nice to see you. Carolyn, it was intense, so much energy running through me. Ooh, your higher self came forward. That's nice. Yeah, ground yourself. It's a good point. Eat something to ground yourself. And, oh, brilliant, Stephen. That sounds you had a great experience. Hi, Emma. Amarinda, how are you doing? Hi, Somalia. Green and pink dragon, nice. Hey, Australia, hi, Mandy. Joy, great, California. Void dragon, very powerful. Oh, I'm glad Nathalie, is that how you say your name, Nathalie? What a nice name, Belgium. Good, I'm glad the drum didn't distort, so... remember to read your scrolls tonight. Everybody, you got your scroll. If you didn't read it then you can go now and sort of meditate a bit longer and see what information that... Oh, hi Angela, I'm so glad you made it on. Well, you got unicorns coming in, fantastic. Okay, there's loads to read. I will read them all, but I've kept you long enough. So feel free to share the video on your profile with your tribe, your group. We'll try and get it up onto YouTube as well if some folk aren't on Facebook. But thank you for joining me tonight. That's us been an hour doing great earth healing work. So have a lovely weekend. See some of you tomorrow. See some of you in the ethers on Sunday. And we've got a new moon. We've got a new moon on Wednesday, and I'm beyond excited because the Neptune, it's going to be our first planetary being workshop. The Neptune beings, planetary beings, have come forward with Pleiadians, and I've been working with their energy. It's so beautiful. I've never worked with Neptune beings before, but obviously in preparation for this, it's not out yet. I have channeled it. It's good to go. Oringus will get it out, but that'll be very special. Wednesday night, Pisces new moon, and Neptune beings. Neptune is the planet that governs Pisces. So for a new experience, come and join me for that too. And then I'm having a holiday because I didn't get a holiday because we had COVID in the holidays. So we're going to have a holiday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Sign up to the newsletter, elementalbeings.co.uk if you're not on it, and if you want to join the Secret Earth Healing list as well. Thank you all for coming. Night, night. Namaste.